Tuck your chin!
Welcome back to the fastest wrestling podcast in pro wrestling. Welcome to the Tuck Your Chin podcast, where tonight we'll be going over Hell in a Cell 2020.
Yes, sir.
20, which was sure a good show, and then I really enjoyed it. So yeah, I'll be the host for this episode. I am Jason, from Crash and Burn and the Moshcast, and of course Tuck Your Chin. And I would like to bring the people I have with me. First up, I want to welcome back James.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
All right. I'm having a little difficulties with my phone today, everybody. I apologize. It's a little iOS 14 bug, but I can't see myself on the screen. I hope you can see me. I'm glad to be here. I have the opportunity to be here. And we're going to talk about a great show, and hopefully you guys get some entertainment from it and enjoy the episode.
Yeah.
All right, next up we got Antwan.
What's up, everybody? It's great to be back once again for another good episode of Tuck Your Chin podcast. It's been a long time, actually. It's been about a month or two, a few months. But it's good to be back. I hope you all take the time to watch, enjoy, and let's get this show on the road.
All right, last but not least, we have a special guest appearance from Crash and Burn and the Moshcast, Josh, the Assassin.
Hey, guys. It's great to be here. First time ever on a Tuck Your Chin. Thank you guys for having me. This is going to be a great experience. We're going to go over Hell in a Cell today. By the way, for your information, I have Impact Wrestling on the TV, and it's actually been a pretty sex. Yeah, it's been a pretty sex show so far. If you guys want us to do Impact and other wrestling companies besides WWE and AEW, let us know in the comments. But yeah, let's get this show on the way. Hell in a Cell was a great show of 2020, and I can't wait to review it again, just like we did on Crash and Burn. So let's get this started.
All right, everyone. Let's go to the first match of the card, which is the pre-show. We have R-Truth defeated Drew Gulak to retain the 24/7 title. I'm gonna start with Antwan.
Let's see. I remember seeing this. I don't recall. I think I saw this match. I think I did. I honestly can't even remember. I don't know. Being that it's the 24/7 championship, obviously there's shenanigans with this thing. When it comes down to the 24/7 championship, you know how that goes when you have R-Truth holding it. You're gonna get a little bit of some European championship. His 24/7 championship, as he calls it. 48/7. I don't know all his particular words he goes to call it, but you get some shenanigans out of that. However, again, I don't remember seeing this match at all. However, being our truth retained, you already know some shenanigans took place probably before the match, even afterwards. So, good deal.
All right, James.
What's that? The pre-show match?
The pre-show match. Yeah.
Dude, well, I'll just say this. Of course, I didn't get the opportunity to watch, but I saw the clips on Instagram. Because Jason, go follow this man on Instagram. What is your
Yes, sir. My Instagram is WrestlingFan15.
Okay. Why? Because, look, I work a busy job, and I'm usually not able to get out in time for Raw or SmackDown, NXT. And he literally fills me in on every piece of the show. So go follow him.
You're welcome.
But no, dude, I think it was like 2 weeks ago on Raw, R-Truth did the 7-11 48. Dude, it's the best thing he could have ever done for himself. It's super entertaining. I don't care what he's doing. When he comes out, I just start to smile. And that's because whenever he was with The Miz like 10 years ago, I couldn't stand it. So, dude, and I don't know about you, but he doesn't age. I think the 24/7 titles, unfortunately, it's not like, I don't think it's ever going to be as prestigious as the hardcore title, but I don't think that was the intended purpose. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I get you.
With that being said, I think it's more of an entertainment value title. I think it's to keep that filler that they need for that third hour on Raw and that kind of thing. It does it well, and I mean he's like the 48 time. So it's like, or I don't even know how many times he's won it. It's amazing. It's freaking awesome, dude. So anything he does with that title and that whole, like, I guess you could say, I guess you can say gimmick. It's badass, dude. I love it. I don't like when he loses it, dude. He got me that attached to it. Like him and that title. Like it's like Mankind and Mr. Sacco. Like to me. Like it's just go with anyone else. Keep it on our truth forever. He should be the 100-time 24/7 title holder.
All right. Anyways, Josh, you're up next.
The thing with the 24/7 title, it just makes me crack up half the time because with R-Truth, he's more of like a comedy character, pretty much. And the cool thing is, the cool thing about the 24/7 title, pretty much anybody can take it, not just WWE superstars. Just like celebrities have won it. For example, Rob Gronkowski of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah.
NASCAR driver Kyle Busch won it for like a short time. Enes Kanter from the NBA won it as well. So it's pretty much how I like how they get celebrities involved. And also Marshmello actually won. If you don't know the DJ Marshmello, he actually won the title too, which was pretty funny. But I love R-Truth. It's like it makes him so it makes him like his character makes me laugh because of like his comedy role and like the whole thing with Drake Maverick was just funny, but I hope he becomes like the 200-time 48/7 7-Eleven 24/7 European champion. And R-Truth, he's right here with me, so
you continue to hear about the Marshmello win because I didn't know about that.
Yeah, there's so many like there was a bunch of celebrities that have won the 24/7 title, and it's just been I like how they incorporate just not WWE guys with it. So
yeah,
overall, it was like one of those matches that was.
Yeah, I think you're that, Josh. You know, you bring up a good point because it's an excellent title to mesh into other sport worlds, so to speak. It's to bring awareness to WWE that it's not a fighting sport; it's an entertainment company. And if more people saw it in that aspect, they wouldn't give the whole like, oh well, wrestling's fake. Of course, it's fake, but it doesn't mean that the physical violence is fake. Do you really think a dead man's walking around kicking people's ass at the age of 55? It doesn't work like that. But it's entertainment and it's awesome. So I like that you point that out, man. I didn't. Yeah, dude, that's badass. And then when Gronkowski did the dive off the in WrestleMania, was it him that did it?
Yeah.
That was cool. And then did you see the WrestleMania, like the 24 going up to how Vince just did it for him? It was like...
Yeah, that was great.
Dude,
I absolutely saw.
It's holy, like straight up, like now I get why they bow to him when he comes out. Like it's totally acceptable to bow to Vince. 71-year-old jumping off a balcony. There you go.
Yeah. Well, I have the same opinion as Josh, so anyways, time for the main card.
Let's go.
We got Roman Reigns defeated Jey Uso in a Hell in a Cell I Quit match for the Universal Championship. And since Jey quit, he and his brother Jimmy Uso have to take orders and acknowledge Reigns as the tribal chief. Had they refused, the Usos and their immediate families would have been exiled from the Anoa'i family, if that's how you pronounce it.
Yeah, Anoa'i family.
All right. I'll start with James for this match.
Okay, so like I was telling the guys shortly before the call, you know, Sunday was an interesting day for me because we got a late job. I didn't get to see the show, but I caught up on Jason's Instagram as well as today I had the fortunate capability of watching this particular match. And jeez, dude. You know, what's awesome is that there was a person in the room with me watching it, my wife's best friend, Cassie's best friend, and she hadn't watched wrestling in a while, dude. She was glued, and she made me pause it and fill her in on the storyline because she was like, "Wait, what's going on?" Because the build up, like the vignette toward the beginning of the match was freaking fire, and like, dude, the storytelling from the point when Jey came out in the all fresh ass white gear. First of all, he looked badass. He was stunning, and then the way he was looking at the Hell in a Cell, you can tell he was super confident. However, he had a little bit of nerves because this was his first cell match. It's his first main card match, even though it was the first match of the night. I mean, this was his shot to show literally the world that he's Jey Uso. He's no longer Jimmy and Jey. You know, and after this match, I see him as Jey Uso. I can tell them apart now, like with no issue. I mean, dude, the trash talking, the verbalization in that match was gold. And
Exactly.
I like the fact that Roman has changed into this more like stalkerish, like I don't need to move fast to whoop your ass kind of deal. I can walk and I can throw you around the ring. I can be that big dog powerhouse, but at the same time I can boom out of no, like kind of like the Undertaker, almost Undertaker-esque, you know. And dude, just the stuff you were saying, I was like, man, dude. Or Jay was coming up with some good shit too. He's like, I provide for the family. He's they good. And then Roman just is like, dude, like it was good, dude. Like it was a match. And what I loved about it, dude, and it's giving me goosebumps, dude. Like what I loved about it was that it ended with Jay saying, I quit to save his brother.
That was awesome.
He didn't quit. He quit to save his family. And that right there builds him up. So, you know how many more casual viewers are going to want to see him overcome that and be like, no, he didn't lose. He saved his family. That's what Roman should do. He deserves that title. Screw Roman. You know, like that's what WWE wants is investment in the story. And I'm invested. I don't want that story to stop. I want at Survivor Series for Jimmy and Jey Uso to screw over Roman Reigns and keep this stuff going until freaking Royal Rumble. I do keep it going, man, because this is
yes.
I want to see The Rock get involved. I mean, there's so much potential for this, dude. It's awesome. It's awesome.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think the best
in
the match, dude. Honestly, the most impressive little thing in the match was Roman's new submission. I'm like, that's pretty cool. And then one of the spears he threw, geez, dude. I thought it was a headbutt for a second. I was like, holy crap, flying headbutt? No, it was a spear. I was like, dude, this dude's getting good. Like, Roman is getting excessively good. And I see him, now I definitely see him. Like, I believe that he is the future, 100%. And they're going to be the next face of that company in some way possible.
I see that, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Antwan.
To Paul Heyman for that.
Yeah. All right, Antwan.
All right. This match. First, I'm gonna praise it as saying this was amazing. Amazing way to kick off the show. The physicality, the storytelling, everything about this match between these two was beyond amazing. The part where it got to Jimmy coming out to save Jay, and then just every bit of that with the storytelling and the words Roman was uttering as Jimmy was talking to him, you know, as he was beating him down. When Jimmy came out, he worded to him like, you know, he don't have to do this, and like this is your family. And Roman said, and he uttered, I don't even know who I am anymore. That's what I said. That this is just brilliant, because it was like, man, you can really sense that, you know, you can really sense how kind of real this was. A real emotion was there. Like that's what really got me out of it. Got me into it right there. There was real emotion. You can just feel it right there coming out of Roman's mouth, and just wording.
Dude, he
all
pulled
sides
off
point to this.
tears.
The storytelling was built just right there. Every bit of it, the emotion, the so much of that, it felt so real. It felt so real. It's like you felt bad. You just so into it. It's like, man,
you want
that made it completely made. I almost shed a tear watching it. I almost shed a tear. I won't even lie about that. I almost shed a tear. Cause I was like, man, this is it really felt like a big family thing going right there. You know, Roman, he you saw how he felt. You know, he started crying. You know, he didn't even know who he was anymore. I mean,
right there.
You can just feel it right in there. You can just feel it.
Slammy just for that.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, dude, because I was like, wait, is he like conflicted? Like, is he gonna be like, nah, you know what, your family, I'm not gonna, and then boom, he got Jimmy. I was like, oh, dude. Oh, That was awesome, dude.
That moment, man. That to me. That whole thing,
That had a nice touch to it.
That was it was a lot of nice touches to that. Brilliant storytelling all around. Brutal physicality, everything about that you got out of an I Quit Hell in a Cell match. That right there was absolutely brilliant. I'm loving ever since Roman got paired with Paul Heyman and they did this whole thing with Jay, and I've been loving this thing. I've been loving it since the first day it started. I've been loving it since then. I have a good feeling that they're going to build towards next year with Roman and The Rock. That's what they're building towards. Because looking at this coming from a family perspective, it's like it's really ain't where Roman's trying to be. He's this tribal chief where he's trying to take down each of his family at a time. However, he's going to have his cousins backing him up on this. They're going to create this big heel thing stable together on SmackDown, just taking over things. And then once it all bolts down to next year, you're going to have Roman taking on the top one of his head cousin up there with The Rock. And culminates of WrestleMania. I feel like that's where it's going.
Antwan,
I'm excited for this all the way.
I swear, when I hear the If You Smell, bro, you gotta understand. I saw The Rock when he was rolling with freaking Nation of Domination as a kid. So when I hear that If You Smell pop and Roman's talking shit, and dude, I can just imagine Paul Heyman's eyes just and like, dude,
exactly.
Take my money. I don't care if the Thunderdome's free. Charge me. I'll freaking pay whatever to watch that crap, dude, because that would be so. Oh my god, dude.
They have my money for that.
Like, I'm the great one. Like, are you like? Oh man, dude, and he would cut up. Dude, Roman better be ready because The Rock comes with some fire promos, dude.
This is. I'm telling you, I mean, just imagine Roman. He talks about how he's the tribal chief, and next thing you hear The Rock. If you smell,
what The Rock,
you already know it's about to go down. Man, that's legendary.
Because they have to think about something outside the box. From this past WrestleMania, unfortunately, they had to really, really with a short amount of time, change things up. So this next prepared. So dude, I mean, even if it's no crowd, Thunderdome, whatever they do, dude, Rock and Roman's gonna freaking sell. I mean, it's gonna get some views, dude. For sure.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Josh, you're up next.
All right. So personally, I have to agree with pretty much everybody. Holy shit. Wow. And I mean, wow. This really took a lot. I had a lot of fun watching this match. I was just on the edge of my seat. Pretty much. This was by far my favorite match of the night. Pretty much besides Sasha Banks and Bayley, which we'll be getting into the podcast going forward. But Roman and Jay, I mean, just this. When Roman came back at SummerSlam, that heel run, I just love Roman Reigns even more. I mean, as a face, he kind of got boring after a while. I always was a fan of Roman Reigns. I never disrespected the guy or said, "Oh, I hate this motherfucker. I hate this guy." But I always loved Roman Reigns as a wrestler, and a person on the outside too. But this heel run that has been going, it's been great. I love Roman as a heel, pretty much thinking that he's the big guy, like the tribal chief, the head of the table. But the match itself, oh my god, it has so much emotion. I like the fact, to going what James and Antwan said, I like the fact that it had like a lot of emotion towards it, because it was kind of like family and kind of like a storyline. Because when Roman was crying, I didn't expect him to shed tears like that. But when Jimmy came out to save his brother, and I like the fact that Jay said I quit just to save his own brother. That meant like so much loyalty, and to have Roman like at the head of the table is just great. And
if you had a lot of respect there.
But yeah, I like the fact that Roman Reigns is with Paul Heyman. He's with a legendary manager, and I feel like, in my opinion, Roman Reigns is the good guy Brock Lesnar. Like he's kind of like he's kind of like the good Brock Lesnar in any way, because Brock Lesnar kind of bored us all. But I like the fact that he's with Paul Heyman. I like the fact that Roman thinks he owns the yard and he owns the brand. So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens next. But I'm hoping this happens though. Roman Reigns and The Rock at WrestleMania next year. I really hope that happens, because that would be a great match to see, because it'll be family versus family. So we'll see what happens from there.
Last thing, I don't know if you guys noticed, but and Paul does this with Brock, and you know what? It really, to a casual viewer and just to someone who really isn't, I guess, keen on the way the the working, the facial expression works and stuff like that. Like, did you notice the way that after the match, Paul was looking at Roman like just appalled, like he was like, I can't, like I'm scared of you, like you are, like, and he did it with Brock too. And that's what built Brock as like this impenetrable, unstoppable machine. I'm not gonna say beast. I'm gonna say machine, just straight up. And like, he's doing the same with Roman. He's doing it fully, and I can see it. The way he looks at that Universal title, where he's just like he's like appointing him, like he's saying, "This is the guy." And if y'all don't agree, then y'all are stupid.
Exactly.
Like, and I agree with him. I'm like, dude, you're such a fucking. I like when I watch Paul Heyman, I'm like, you're such an idiot, but you're such a good idiot. You're such an awesome. Great.
Yeah, you're an awesome idiot, but you're a great manager, but you're a great idiot.
At business. He's one of the best business professionals to ever go into wrestling, for sure. If not the. But besides Vince, I don't know who's better.
I'm not better than anybody, man. I'm old, so. Anyways, next match.
Anyways, I have to agree with everyone here. This match killed it. Like this match was definitely one of my favorite matches of the night. Like, tons of emotion to it. Tons of emotion.
Yeah.
And yeah, next match. We had Elias defeating Jeff Hardy by DQ.
Oh no.
Okay, Josh, I'll let you go first.
No. Oh God, this was so freaking stupid. I'm like, really, Jeff? You had to screw that up for yourself. Like, you could have at least finished the match without having to get yourself disqualified. Hell yeah. But the match itself, I liked it. I liked the match they had Monday on Raw this past week with the guitar on the pole match. I thought that was kind of genius. But really, Jeff, you had to cost the match for yourself. But what the fuck? There's other opportunities. I like how they're building this like feud between the both of them from like that past segment on SmackDown with like the whole with like who hit Elias and stuff. But the thing that kind of bothered me with that was like, why are they taking Jeff Hardy's like real life status and turning it into a storyline? But as long as Jeff agreed to it, that's fine. But I love Jeff Hardy in so many ways. He's been like one of those wrestlers. Like he's one of my favorites of all time, and I just love Jeff Hardy. Like just his like charismatic. He's so charismatic. That's why he's the charismatic enigma. He's just all that. And if you don't like Jeff Hardy, there's something wrong with your brain.
Yeah.
But Jeff Hardy, I feel like before he retires, deserves a massive title run. I mean, back in the day, like I always loved Jeff Hardy. No matter what company he wrestled for, I always watched him no matter what, because he's like one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
Like when he was in Impact Wrestling, like he was world champion down there, so they kind of like did WWE like who he was world champion, and then he went his way out because of the whole situation that he had with the drugs and shit. I mean, the poor man got arrested 5 times, and now that he's sober, and I'm like, he's doing great for his health, and I want to see more from him in the future.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, James, you're up next.
You know what? I like this, and I've liked it since the Sheamus stuff. And you know what? I won't go too far into it, but this is what I want everyone watching this episode, for anyone who does, to understand about wrestling. These characters are all individually built to hopefully have someone be able to relate and invest into them and live vicariously through their work in the ring. Obviously, as common citizens, we can't go out and just stone cold stun our boss. But back in the day, everybody saw that and said, man, I would love to whip my boss's ass. I hate my boss. And that's why Stone Cold was so successful, because we could relate to him. He was normal looking. He wasn't massive. He wasn't super tall. He wasn't ripped. He just was a redneck from Texas, kind of like myself, right? So, like, when it comes to the Jeff Hardy thing, me personally, and like, this is, you know, a platform where we can talk about this. It has to do with wrestling. I can relate to the Jeff Hardy position because I had problems in the past with substances. And dude, like, when he had to have agreed to this for sure. He had to have, because it's gold. Because when someone like me, sitting on the couch, hears Sheamus tell him that although he's made so many changes in his life, he's still going to go back to it, and his family's still disappointed in him. You know how many people have told me that? That's bullcrap. He has changed.
Exactly.
We can all see how good he's gotten, and how more in tune with his family he is, and how serious he is about being sober, changed, and the better version of Jeff Hardy, the best one that we've ever seen.
Yeah.
And I can relate to that frustration that he feels, but also that ability to have learned from all his mistakes and keep his composure.
Hell yeah.
You know what? I've battled demons better and bigger than you, Sheamus. Better and bigger than you, Elias. Keep talking your crap, because you know what? Everyone knows my record. Everyone knows I got DUIs, so it ain't nothing new. And all he's going to do is prove him wrong. So when I see that, I'm like, dude, that hits me hard, because I'm like, I'm doing that in my life. I'm showing everyone, dude, you're wrong. Keep going back to the past. Keep talking about it. That's fine.
Yeah.
But Jeff, I'm going to keep climbing the ladder. Y'all can stay on the last step, but you know what? Eventually, it might take 5 years. It might take 10. It might take a couple more mistakes, but I'm going to get to the top, and I'm going to reach that title. And I think that right there, for a lot of people like myself, dude, that's hitting home to them. And they're like, this Jeff thing, man, it's freaking personal for me. Like, he's fighting for me. He's fighting for that person that had those personal demons. It might not have been substances. It could have been anything. And I love it, dude. I think it's his best work in years, besides the Brother Nero thing. Besides all that and the Willow. Yeah. But I think, you know, with WWE, they're a global platform, and I think he's doing an excellent job at portraying you can overcome your mistakes, come back harder, and become, like Josh said, possibly the next champion. You know? And what's he going to say then? I was right.
Yeah.
And like, everyone's going to love it. It's awesome, dude. Yeah, I love it. I didn't like the match. The match was kind of weird, but you know, it was Jeff Hardy, so why wouldn't you watch it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Antwan, you're up next.
All right. The match, I definitely thought it was odd to end in a disqualification. However, I do like the story aspect that they tell him from it. You know, as James pointed out, you know, this all goes back to months ago when the Intercontinental Championship tournament. They had the car accident scene. I'm glad they're revisiting that. You know, bringing it up here. You know, this whole thing with Jeff Hardy isn't this. First of all, this year since they've been retelling this, doing this story, I've been really behind it a lot, because I like how they did with him and Sheamus, kind of basically trying to tell this story, basically kind of revisiting this thing, his career, looking at all the things that happened to him outside of the ring, his personal life, and kind of digging it into the story, trying to basically kind of tell this narrative that Jeff, he's been through this a long time. He had those struggles and with addiction and whatnot, and his battles with Sheamus, the way that Sheamus told the story to him, the way they told that story, it was brilliant, because looking at James, as you point out, you've been through the struggles, you've had your fair share with things, and dealing with those battles, you can relate to Jeff a lot here. You can relate to Jeff. You're able to understand. And it's like the way that they're telling it with him here, it's been gold. It's been honestly gold. you can definitely feel like he definitely approved all this because it's like this is the way of kind of Jeff saying that look, this is his
Yeah.
last chance. He even pointed out this is his last contract and this is kind of his last chance to get things right because he don't want things to go exactly how things have went for the previous years of his career. He wants to be the best Jeff Hardy he possibly can be, and not having to overcome his demons, and now be able to come back and give back to the fan base, give back to the fans, and do it for his family, and kind of be able to show everybody that look, I I've been through a lot. I've battled my demons, been battling these demons for such a long time, and I want this one last chance to get things right. And I feel like
Right.
they did that right with with him, the story with him and Sheamus, for an example. They want Sheamus. He brought this personal vendetta out of him. With the drinking and everything, and the way they told the story, it was absolutely brilliant. And now you're looking at this thing with him and Elias. You know, I really
Yeah.
feel like ultimately this is all still part of that comeback story for Jeff. I don't know where else it's gonna lead to. I'm digging down as now they have and this is kind of out of the subject here, but with Jeff and the Fiend on Raw, I kind of want to see a Willow and the Fiend type of feud
Yes.
going. I want to see
Yes.
that. I remember seeing if anyone's the fan, looking at this as a fan of the Willow character that Jeff portrayed in TNA, um, believe me, you really want to see this. You really want to see that character. I really want to see that character here. You know, there's a lot of unpredictability you can get out of Willow, and then you can see that with the Fiend. I feel like there's so much you're gonna get out of that. There's so much you can get. Just looking at these characters is going head to head. That is something I want to see. And I feel like again now putting back to this topic here of Jeff. All this is I think is part of the comeback story. It's all part. Just telling this story. Just retelling the story with Jeff Hardy. He's battling he overcoming these demons and battling. These guys is kind of like bringing his past back on him to try to see if he's gonna get back to that mentality or he's gonna move forward and kind of like overcome these demons even further and then get back to where he was, get back to the promised land. You know, I wouldn't mind seeing one last title reign out of him again, before he wraps it all up. I feel like there's still a lot more left that Jeff Hardy has in his arsenal that he can do for these next couple of years. He's now his last contract. So overall, pretty match to this match. I thought it ended weird with the DQ, but I know that obviously this is part of the story. They're telling with Jeff and Elias they didn't want either guy to lose clean here. They wanted this. They wanted to further build the story. So I can understand that. So overall, that's what I think.
All right. Well, I thought that this match was pretty weird, especially the way it ended. But all I wish is that it ended better, for especially by how Jeff Hardy ended the match. But yeah, the story going into this match was pretty stupid, like considering that they involved Jeff Hardy's real life situations that he's dealing with. Anyways, that's just how I feel.
All right.
All right, next match. The Miz defeated Otis in a singles match for the Money in the Bank contract.
Yes.
All right, well, James left. He said he'll be back in a sec. So, anyways, I'll go with Josh first.
All right. I was pretty much happy with the result of this, even though on the Crash and Burn podcast that we did our predictions on, I predicted Otis to win. I kind of knew that the Miz was gonna win. I kind of knew that was coming. But I didn't. I kind of expected the Tucker heel turn. Pretty much. Not. I really kind of didn't expect it, but I was thinking it might be coming at some point. But the match, because I'm very happy they took it off Otis for one reason, and it's because they didn't really do much with him in that briefcase. He just kind of like walked around with it, kind of like a comedy joke. And I'm like, the Money in the Bank ladder match, you climb the ladder, you win the briefcase by climbing the ladder. Otis won the Money in the Bank ladder match because the briefcase slipped out of AJ Styles' hands and Otis caught it like it was the end of the NBA Finals or the Super Bowl, that he won the MVP for Money in the Bank. But overall, I'm happy for The Miz. I'm hoping that he does get a title picture again at some point, because he had one in 2011 where Vince had his head shoved up the Miz's. Well, the Miz had his head up Vince's ass so far that he wanted the title and he got it. But I was happy with the outcome. There was nothing wrong with it. It was kind of not really much of a spoiler, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Well, I thought this match was pretty good. Like, I thought the Tucker heel turn was pretty shocking. I did not see that coming at all.
Okay.
Well, yeah. But anyways, I'm happy for the Miz winning. Like, because I didn't see where things were going with Otis as Mr. Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
I did not see that at all. Oh, but anyways, Heavy Machinery was broken up.
Yep.
Anyways, Antwan.
All right. I personally thought the match was pretty good. If anything, I'm glad that the Miz won. I feel like Otis winning the Money by briefcase shouldn't have happened in the very beginning, because you're looking at the fact that Otis, and again, I like Otis. I like Otis. I respect the guy.
Same here.
The thing with Otis is that Otis is not your serious kind of character that you want to have as a contender for a world championship material. You know, the guy, you can see him. He's comedic. You know, he serves the purpose of being an entertaining character. He's no serve the purpose of he's not a Roman Reigns or a Randy Orton or a Drew McIntyre or the Fiend or or Brock Lesnar or a serious kind of character. You want to have someone that is championship material, that's going to walk around. You're going to see as world champion and going to take him seriously. You look at Otis, he's more like your tag team guy. Maybe like your tag team guy. You can see, doing things with tag team with somebody. But see, world champions material, it takes a lot. And see, I respect Otis, but his character doesn't represent the ideal that you want to have as your world champion, because him walking around with that thing. First of all, the way he walked around with having two briefcases, one being a little tiny lunchbox, and then having it's like that's pretty much the purpose right there. It's like, look, I respect Otis. I respect the guy. He's one of my favorites. One of my favorite characters. His storyline he had with Dolph, Sonya, and Mandy Rose earlier this year, I thought was freaking brilliant. I loved it. I really did. The thing is, you're putting him in a Money in the Bank in this spot right here. Here's the issue with this. You're having him win over somebody like an AJ or Aleister Black or Rey Mysterio. These are other guys that could have benefited in the long run with the Money in the Bank briefcase. And you hope him prolonging that for many months, never cash it in, still involved in this in kind of the same shenanigans, not being seen as a world championship material wrestler. It pretty much tells the story sells for itself. It's like I respect the guy, but he's not the kind of guy that I can see as WWE champion or Universal champion. Can you picture Otis beating a Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship?
Oh, hell no.
You can't. You really can't. Can you picture Otis beating the Fiend or beating Randy Orton for the WWE Championship?
No.
You can't. Can you picture Otis beating the Fiend or beating a Lars? Well, I get to that in a second.
Lars Sullivan. Or
being a Kevin Owens, or beating an Aleister Black, or beating. It's like look at some of these other guys that are world championship material wrestlers who could be world champion. And look at
Otis.
I respect Otis, but The guy is not world champ. He is not world champion material. He never was.
Yeah.
He winning the thing in the first place should never happen. When he won it, was I mad? Not really. I was kind of rather disappointed, but I say good for him. I hope maybe they will give an edge to his character. Maybe because at first I thought with him winning, I thought okay, maybe they might put an edge to his character. Maybe it might be more, they might turn him more serious. Maybe I can get behind it. But no, he was still the same comedic guy with the briefcase. And that's what kind of just was like,
look who's here.
Whoa!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry that I'm late. But yeah, I decided to show up. It's been kind of a hectic day. You can't see him because he's all black, but I got a kitten today. And right now, this little shit is like sleeping next to me. So, yeah, I might as well show up for the fucking Hell in a Cell review thingy.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ronald Van Donald has arrived.
My co-host is here.
Yeah. So hold on, let me get the match card up, and I'll just fucking goddamn, exist.
Yeah.
And
I'll catch you up real quick.
You better.
Anyways,
Young man.
so what are your thoughts on the pre-show match? R-Truth versus Drew Gulak.
Who?
R-Truth defeating Drew Gulak, 24/7 title match.
It was a decent match. It was short. It was simple. It wasn't too bad.
It was a match that existed.
Yeah.
Very much existed.
Yes. How about Roman Reigns defeating Jey Uso?
That fucking match was really, really good. I would say that was probably one of like the best matches of the night. I think that it was great. I think that it was great. I was expecting it to be the main event, so I was surprised that it was the first match of like the main show. But yeah, it was really good. It was really, really, really good.
All right. How about Elias defeating Jeff Hardy by DQ?
It was a simple, short match. I didn't really like it that much. I haven't really been invested in the feud at all, and I wish that they would do something more with Jeff.
All right, and we're currently talking about the Money in the Bank match. How did you feel about The Miz defeating Otis?
That match was really surprising for Tucker to like turn on Otis and stuff. It was kind of, they went about it in the most predictable way possible, but nonetheless, I think that it was a decent match. Miz winning was certainly interesting, and yeah.
All right, Antwan, are you done yet?
I was gonna
Keep going.
I was gonna close out and just say that personally, again, Otis there was Money in the Bank when he's not world champion material. Honestly, he's not a serious competitor. The guy is just too comedic. I feel like the Miz winning was the best route to go. Miz is he's been world champion before. This was the better route to go, is my opinion. So I'm happy now we have someone serious. Someone that's gonna actually take this very seriously, and someone you can actually see as world champion holding this briefcase. So overall, I'm glad the Miz won.
Do you guys see the cat?
The kitten, yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of just laying next to me sleeping. When he is awake, he's a fucking hyperactive little shit. I'll tell you what. He kept trying to play with my headphone cords. He fucking was running around climbing on me and stuff. He's very hyperactive. But yeah.
What did you name your what did you name your cat, Evan?
I haven't named it yet, man. I'm trying to think of something. I might name it fucking Ezekiel or something.
Yes.
I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're a pain in the ass.
Your very own.
When he's asleep, he's very peaceful. But when he's awake, the motherfucker is very. Yeah, he keeps like fucking trying to play with my headphone cords, and I'm just like, stop it, bro. Goddamn.
Damn.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's keep going. Next up, we had Sasha Banks defeating Bayley by submission.
Let's go.
Become the new SmackDown Women's Championship.
Let's go. very happy with that match.
A
Very.
Oh, Josh,
a
since you're
groan of
happy,
disappointment.
you go.
I was very
Boy.
happy with the outcome. Finally, Bailey's long ass title reign is finally over. The reason I was happy with this because Bailey had that title long enough, and they pretty much ran out of ideas to do something with Bailey. So they're like, you know what? Let's put it on Sasha. So the thing is, Bailey, I mean, her heel run, it's kind of getting like trash. So the match was great. That's all I'm gonna say. New women's champion, and it's boss time. Let's go.
Yeah. Evan.
I really fucking did not goddamn like this match all that much. As you all know, I kind of have a bias of hatred and disdain for Sasha Banks. I fucking do not like her. I will never pass up the opportunity to talk shit about her. And, yeah, I mean, yeah, like, so fucking what? Yay, she won. Yeah, I just really didn't give a shit. I was very disappointed in the match. There was a couple botches and stuff, and it just... Yeah, I thought it was okay. I do agree that Bailey should have dropped the title. I agree that she had it for too long, but I don't think Sasha was the right fucking person. And I know that storyline-wise it made sense. But, like, I mean, you know what? I'm gonna fucking say it. Give the fucking title to Lacey Evans, for Christ's sake.
Thank you.
I've been saying for
Thank
ages
you.
that Lacey is incredible and she deserves it. Fuck Sasha Banks. Get the fuck out of here. She's had the title 6 times. Give that motherfucker to Lacey, man. So yeah, that's my stance on it. Fucking.
I mean, I kind of see your point, Evan. Like you want new talent, like somebody that hasn't had it yet, and that's totally true. So true.
Exactly.
Because the thing is, pretty much, they give it to the same people over and over again, and then they never give it to like anybody who hasn't had it yet. I'm like, come on, they're great athletes. You give them a chance. That's all you have to do.
I mean, I have to agree here. My thoughts on the match, it was a good match. I enjoyed it. And then I'm happy for Sasha for winning because at least somebody got the title off of Bailey since she had it for too long. But I wish it's on some new talent because, like, Sasha had the title, like, multiple times. And then I won't be surprised if she loses it this Friday on SmackDown at the time of recording. I'm not going to be surprised if she loses that when her and Bailey have their rematch.
Oh.
Yeah, because you guys know Sasha always loses the title on her first defense. She always does. So I'm not gonna be surprised if she does lose it. But anyways, that's my take on the match. Antwan, you're up next.
All right, I thought it was a great match. From my understanding, I was experiencing a bunch of glitches with the links, so I didn't. So some parts of it I didn't get a chance to see. However, anytime put those two in, put Sasha and Bailey in the ring, I know they're going to deliver something good. However, I do agree with everyone's stance upon others getting opportunities. You know, I feel like at some point, you know, you're looking at some of the women that's on the SmackDown roster now, like Bianca Belair. You know, for an example, at some point you're gonna, you know, continue to build her up. You know, to the point where I feel like she may need to be the one to kind of. I feel like, you know, what need to go down is keep Sasha's champion for a bit until you can put. You need to build towards her versus. I feel like her and Bianca Belair need to be something on the map here. So I see a lot in those. I see a lot of Bianca Belair. I see a lot of Bianca Belair and Sasha. I see a lot of mixture in the characters, and because Sasha calls herself the boss and Bianca calls herself the EST of WWE. So I want to see those two characters go at it, you know, and be built to the point where Bianca tops Sasha and becomes SmackDown Women's Champion.
Yeah.
Bianca, she has what it takes. She has the ability, and her character is top notch. I really think she needs to be the one to hold the title. I feel like it needs to be her. You know, I know Erin, I know Evan was, you know, he likes, if it belongs to Lacey Evans. I hope maybe at some point on Raw, you know, Lacey gets the opportunity to maybe take on Asuka and maybe the one that died on her, you know. But as far as SmackDown's concerned, the SmackDown Women's Division, I definitely think we need to shift as you're building toward as we're building Bailey and Sasha's feud, as I've been enjoying it. At some point, whoever you have win out of this thing, you need to, which I think it honestly should be Sasha, because I feel like you need to build towards Bianca and Sasha at some point. I feel like that's something I really want to see.
No.
I can understand
bro,
Sasha,
brethren, dude.
You gotta understand out of a
David.
storytelling perspective. I can understand you don't like the person.
Sasha,
and that's understandable. But you have to understand from a character perspective and a storytelling perspective. See, just because you don't like a person doesn't mean you can't go against the character in the sense.
Sasha is cringe ass nene baby beta cuck Canadian, but Bianca Belair.
Don't worry.
Bianca Belair is fucking Alpha Chad King.
Hopefully you'll find yourself a bed soon. But anyways, back to this. I definitely thought it was a great match. I'm hoping. Evan, shut up. I hope this built towards Bianca and Sasha at some point in time. Bailey doesn't need to get the title back. She had it for a whole year. It's time for someone new to step up.
Sasha didn't need the title. Bro, dude,
even though
wait.
Close your mouth right now. I'm talking now. Close your mouth.
You listen.
You listen to me. You listen to me. Close your mouth.
Imagine this.
I don't care what
Imagine
you say.
this.
Quiet.
Imagine this. You shut up.
No, imagine this.
No,
Imagine this. You find yourself a bed somewhere. Imagine yourself a bed.
Listen. You fucking listen. Okay, hear me out, right? Imagine this. Imagine Bianca Belair beats Sasha for the. Listen. Imagine.
You listen. You be quiet. You be quiet right now. I'm talking. Understand this. We're telling things from a story perspective.
Shithead.
You can listen to me right now. I can understand your stance with Sasha.
So imagine that Bianca Belair. Imagine Bianca beats Sasha.
No. Be quiet. You're not going to interrupt me. Close your mouth and go find yourself a bed somewhere. Go do that. Listen to me. There is great lining there could be a great story being told out of Sasha and Bianca if done right. I really feel like there's a lot that can be done there. If you put past your little vendetta against Sasha Banks as the person,
she's not that good.
Look, I don't have time to hear your mouth. Close your mouth and go to bed. Go find yourself.
She's overhyped. She's not that good.
Over nothing. Matter of fact, you're over exaggerating. Keep your mouth shut and go to bed. Go find yourself doing that. Because honestly, matter of fact, go sleep with your cat. Go sleep with your cat. You're better off doing that.
Oh.
I was jerking off.
Listen to me here. There could be a great story told out of Sasha and Bianca if done right. I really feel like there's something that could be they've done there. Bailey, she had her time. She's held that title. Now you need to move on to someone else. Sasha, she's won the title, but she's won the Raw Women's title. She won the Women's Championship many times. However, no. You listen to me. I told you to be quiet. Close your mouth. I'm not done talking. Listen. There is a lot of story that can be told here with Sasha this time around. However, if you really want someone that can hold the fort down for the future of the SmackDown Women's Division, you can always look at Bianca Belair. And how you can do that? You can build a good story out of Sasha and Bianca. It makes for good storytelling and a good for things from character perspective. You have the boss versus the EST. You build it up properly. You can make millions of dollars out of that.
I would rather see Bianca versus Bailey.
You'd rather go to bed. You rather do that. Be quiet and close your mouth. Hush it. Because listen to me. There is so much out of those two you can get. There's so much gold, so much story. You just do not mute me. Close your mouth. Understand, there's so much story. Get out of that. You just need to take the time to relax and chill and see how the story unfolds. Because honestly, I feel like right now you're not getting that because you're taking time to not understand what we could possibly get out of this. So how about you sit there, close your mouth, go to bed, and maybe for once you might actually feel better about yourself. Now,
But listen, knowing WWE,
and
what
knowing
would
you,
happen?
maybe it's time
No,
to be quiet. Close your mouth.
all right.
Damn.
So listen, knowing WWE, Bianca and Sasha would have a couple good matches and stuff, and then it would, they would overdo things, and it would get fucking boring.
So we're gonna do this here now. We're gonna do this.
No,
Whoa.
listen,
We're gonna
don't
do this
kick
here
me
now.
out.
Again, you must forgot how this game works around here. I run this game. People must forgot about this. Enter my camera. Okay, better. That's better. Again,
Listen, shithead.
no, you listen to me. I had enough with your mouth. You talk too much for me tonight.
Oh no! What the fuck?
Be quiet.
What is this
Close your
episode?
mouth. I had enough of your shenanigans tonight. You talk way too much for me. Close it. As I said, there's so much story you can get out of Bianca and Sasha if told right. Just take the time to see what this is gonna go, and maybe we might just get that. However, just sitting around categorizing a person outside the ring is not gonna get you anywhere.
But she's not even that good in the ring.
Guess what? You're not that good at keeping your mouth shut either. So be quiet.
Just once, okay.
I'm not. So I'm getting tired of this blatant conversation. You talk yourself way too much tonight. Maybe you go do what your cat is doing and go find yourself a bed and go lie in it.
Antwan's favorite place is the bed.
You listen. Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Shut up.
No, you fucking got.
No, you shut up. That's right. Shut your mouth.
Listen, shithead.
Listen to me.
Shithead.
You listen to me. Shut up. That's right. Be quiet. I'm bro. That's right. Take your time and close your mouth because now you listen to me.
Damn.
I had enough of your.
Here's the thing.
No, you don't get to do that. I get to do that. You lost your mind.
Are you done?
Are we gonna still talk about this match?
Are you done?
Are you done? Again, like I said.
Are you done?
Are you done? Like I said. All right, that's right. As I said, take the time to build to Sasha and Bianca. That's all you need to just do. Give this a chance and keep your mouth shut about Sasha Banks. That's all it takes.
He sucks.
Again, I thought I told you to shut your mouth. And matter of fact, how about you find yourself out of here? Because I had enough of your mouth anyway.
All right, next match.
Damn. Okay, well. All right.
What'd you think of the match?
I already shared my thoughts, so.
All right, next match.
Oh, hi, Evan.
Listen, all I'm trying to say.
I thought I told you to be quiet and shut your mouth. Hush your mouth right now.
We were about to move to the next match.
We're moving to
the next match anyway, so no more talking about this. Just keep your mouth shut. Moving to the next match.
Stop. Chill. Okay.
No, you don't tell me what to do. You don't tell me what to do. I run. You must forgot something here.
Listen. I just want to say this, right?
What
First of all, Bianca and Sasha would probably have a couple good matches and have a couple good storyline shits, and then eventually, knowing WWE, they would overdo it. They'd have them have too many matches, and then it would get stale and fucking boring. But I would rather see Bayley versus Bianca because that shit would be cool. Imagine eventually Bianca beats Sasha for the title, and then Bianca and maybe fucking Bayley have a feud or something.
Oh, finally, you said something intelligent. I'll let you go along with that.
I was trying to say that for the past 5 goddamn minutes.
How about you close your mouth? Because I had enough of your talking anyway. Again, next match.
Hey,
shut up.
Mom.
What?
Your mommy, mother.
Shut up. Matter of fact, while we're at this, find yourself out.
Okay, now.
Well, damn. Anyways, most of you probably don't care about this match, but okay.
Bruh.
Shut your
mouth. Anyways, this match most people probably don't care about. It was a last-minute addition. Bobby Lashley defeated Slapjack from Retribution.
Slapjack. Do you guys know what slapjack means?
This match was
Yeah.
for the U.S. title.
Slapjack is where you come in your hand and slap somebody in the face.
I don't think I
know.
need to know that. So how about you close your mouth?
You want Antwan? You really want to know what it actually means?
Isn't that didn't I say it correctly? Isn't that what
No,
it
you
means?
didn't. No, you didn't say it correctly. Maybe you close your mouth, you will understand what it means correctly.
David, listen.
Henry, listen to me, Henry.
Yeah, Shane Thorne, aka Slapjack.
Fucking Shane Thorne.
Yeah, a Slapjack is a card game. Okay.
Josh, you go first
No.
this match.
That's blackjack. You're getting it wrong, Josh.
No, you're getting it wrong. Close your mouth.
Blackjack is a card game.
No, how about you blackjack yourself to bed?
How about you jack off to porn?
How about you go find yourself go do that and go find a bed while you at it?
Okay, all right. Fuck it.
Anyways.
I'll go first. This match sucked.
Okay.
It wasn't that good. That's all. Just this match fucking sucked.
This match sucked too. This was a last-minute addition match, so.
It was boring as fuck. Boring as fuck. Really? A fucking jobber from Retribution. And we all know Vince is like, yeah, bury Retribution. Get the shovels. Let's bury them. So, Retribution's going to be buried. Terrible match. Bobby Lashley reigns supreme, so who cares?
This match sucked. Anyways, Antwan, what's your thoughts on this match?
This match I honestly didn't bother to care for. My link was the links I was using for it was messing up. It was messing up anyway, so I didn't care to even bother with this. Try to work with the screen. I was just ready for the main event to come already enough. To me, this was definitely last minute, no build. If you were gonna use a member of Retribution, you probably should use somebody like T-Bar or someone else there.
Hulk Hogan.
Hulk, I thought I told you to close your mouth. You had your time to talk for the night. Be quiet. As I said, T-Bar may would have been a better person you could have used for the match. Slapjack was just like someone you just feeding the Lashley to help build them up as champions. That's pretty much what I saw out of that. So nevertheless, the match was like whatever. We're just gonna give you this and just save for the big icing on the cake of the show for the main event. That's why I saw it.
Okay. Anyways, speaking of the main event, here we are. Fucking Randy Orton defeated Drew McIntyre in a Hell in a Cell match to become the new WWE champion. Anyways, Evan.
This fucking match was so good. God damn it. Fucking Randy and Drew killed it. Yeah, the entire match was amazing. I love that dude, it feels like it's been forever since somebody went on top of the cell. It felt like forever. So when they did that, I was like, hell yeah. I was happy to see that finally after so long. Yeah, and then when Drew took the bump from the cell to the announce table and stuff, that was fucking great. And I love the finish of how Drew went for the Claymore and then Randy fucking RKO'd him and stuff. Yeah. The entire match was great. I'm glad that their feud, I think, has come to a conclusion. Maybe they'll have another match at like Survivor or Royal Rumble, because at Survivor Series, Randy and Roman are having a match. Survivor Series is another show I'm hyped for, but we'll get to that. But yeah, maybe the Drew and Randy feud isn't over yet. Who knows? But I didn't expect Randy to win. I think in the predictions episode, we all thought that Drew was going to retain, but I guess not.
Exactly.
No, Randy won. So, yeah, I think I'm glad with the result of the match, and the entire match was really fucking good. So, yeah, I thought it was great.
I agree with you. I thought the match was also great too. Like, this has to be my second favorite match of the night, like along with Roman and Jey Uso. Like, it was surprising that Randy won, even though we all predicted Drew was going to retain. Then I thought Drew was going to hold the title for the rest of 2020. That lose at like a later show, like the Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking too.
But anyways, Randy won. Oh well. Josh.
Hold on one sec. Shit, damn, fuck. Anyways, that match was great. I mean, I have to agree with a lot of you. That match was great. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't expecting Randy to take the W, but I was very shocked that he won his 14th world title like it was the biggest thing, big deal. But I'm happy for Randy. I mean, he's one of the greatest of all time, and I mean, Randy's, you know, I mean, if you don't like Randy, I mean, that's your thing. I mean, I like Randy. I think he's a phenomenal wrestler. I mean, I liked him because he was part of my childhood, and seeing like him win 14 world titles, it's just an accomplishment. But I mean, it's pretty much going back to like 2009 or 2010 when Randy Orton was like the most popular figure, and he was the WWE champion. He was like the most popular guy on the market, but I like how they always add Randy Orton to a storyline. And, like, I mean, they're doing an old gimmick that happened a long time ago, but I'm hoping Drew actually gets another title picture because the fact is, Drew McIntyre worked his ass off to get that championship at Mania. The thing is, his first run when he debuted, it wasn't a success. The second time with 3MB wasn't a success. He comes back. He gets built up as fuck. He's so freaking jacked. And you're like, that's Drew McIntyre? I'm like, wasn't that the guy from, like, 2009 who beat John Morrison for the IC title? And then I'm like, this dude is fucking jacked, and he's gained more muscle, and he's gotten taller. And then just to see him win at the Rumble was just fantastic. I'm like, because every year at the Rumble, you know somebody who's going to win. Like, one year everyone's like, oh, Shinsuke's going to win. He's going to mainline WrestleMania. And they're going to say, oh, Randy Orton's going to win one year. It could be anybody. But that's what I like about the Royal Rumble, because they have a plan for a superstar each year. And with Drew, I liked how they made him win the 2020 Rumble. I liked how he went on a WrestleMania, win the championship, and he beat Brock. And then he had a great title reign from Mania all the way to Hell in a Cell, and maybe he'll have a second title reign. We'll see what happens with Drew and Randy as the story goes on. So overall, fire match, great show. That's all I gotta say.
All right, Antwan.
All right. I thought it was on this match. I thought was amazing. This was better when the link. This when the link was actually working right. Really enjoyed this match. I liked a lot of the spots that took place in it, especially when Drew went through the table. A lot of it was great. I was definitely shocked. I was definitely pulling for Drew to win. I really enjoyed Drew's title reign this year. He really has come into his own a lot this year with winning the Rumble and then going to beat Brock for the title at WrestleMania. Drew really was really a great champion. You know, I was proud. I was proud to see him have his moment and him dominating the show. You know, dominating every feud he's been involved with. Drew has always stepped his game up. He never slowed down, and he really was like probably the best champion we had in a long while now. I really feel he's the best one we had in a while. So I really like the fact that he was champion for a bit. You know, Randy winning it back now, you know, it definitely brings back, and of course, you know, it brings back memories and him kind of recapturing a little bit of that old Randy that we knew from the past and kind of reincorporating that into the now. I think it's great stuff. It seems now they're gonna get. I think now they're looking at building what him and the Fiend, or maybe they're looking at doing a triple threat between him, the Fiend, and Drew. This is an idea I'm thinking right here. Maybe they're building this for Randy versus the Fiend versus Drew, and then maybe somehow, let me see. I don't know if you have Randy retain the situation. Maybe you do. I'm trying to picture where you can have like so you now that you have Miz as Mr. Money in the Bank, where you have Miz come into the equation and try to cash in, and maybe this time win the title. Where do you have him do it at the moment? I'm just trying to picture this, trying to just analyze this out. But I feel like, you know, maybe they'll project it to a point later on, maybe sometime next year. But I definitely could picture them doing something with Randy, Drew, and the Fiend in a triple threat fashion. maybe somewhere at the next pay-per-view after Survivor Series or Rumble, possibly. I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens then. But nevertheless, I thought I told you to be quiet. Close your mouth. So I think so. We'll see. We'll definitely see what happens. But overall, awesome match. Both men killed it. Looking forward to seeing what's next. And that's that Survivor Series.
Yep.
And that's it for the Hell in a Cell review, everybody. So time for the outros.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you all so much for watching this episode of the fastest rising podcast in pro wrestling, the Tuck Your Chin podcast. I hope you all enjoyed my first time hosting an episode of the Tuck Your Chin podcast, and I hope you all enjoyed this episode, hearing us talking about Hell in a Cell, which happened back on October 25th, last month. And you can follow the podcast, our Instagrams, and then on Instagram which will be linked down below. And thank you to James, who was on here earlier.
Yep.
And yeah, guys, you can also catch myself, Josh, Evan, and Antwan on the Moshcast and Crash and Burn. Same for James, who's also part of those shows too. And yeah, guys, hope you all enjoy this episode. I'm Jason, signing off. Evan, you're up next.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I know that I showed up late. Give me a break. All right, I do things. I exist, bro. But yeah, I hope you
also
enjoyed
jerk
me.
off, do you?
Yeah, fucking yeah. I hope that you guys enjoyed. This Hell in a Cell review episode. It's at the time of this recording, it's election day.
Yes.
Tomorrow, I don't think we're gonna find out who the potential new president is until tomorrow. And I don't ever get political on here, but stay safe.
Politics.
Stay safe, because I have a strong feeling that whoever wins, there might be some fucking riots and stuff, and there might be very bad reactions, because when you know who first won the 2016 election, people started to riot and stuff, and it's been nothing but downhill. So stay safe. Please, seriously, stay safe.
Yes,
don't go out and fucking hurt yourself or other people. If you do, you're a piece of shit, quite frankly. And other than that, hope you enjoyed. It's a good thing that we have things like wrestling to kind of take our minds off of these, troubled times. And that's really all I have to say. And I'm not going to be like one of those annoying motherfuckers who says, "Go vote." I mean, it's too late now anyway, but I'm glad that it's finally election day, because now people will shut the fuck up about that. Because, But yeah, I love you all. Love you all. You can follow me on Instagram at Ronald_Van_Donald. You can subscribe to my YouTube at Ronald Van Donald. You can follow me on Twitter at Ronald Van Donald. And you can see me on both the Crash and Burn podcast and the Moshcast and shit. So yeah, behave, and your mother is a person.
And also, don't forget to jerk off, wash your hands, and wash your ding dong.
That's right.
And most importantly, tuck your chin.
Yes.
All right, Antwan.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you took the time to enjoy this episode along with us. Continue to subscribe, like, comment. You can follow all of us on our socials. And again, I want to take time to say that at the end of the day, no matter what kind of things we may say on here, it's all fun and games. At the end of the day, I respect every single person that's part of this podcast, also part of the Marsh, Crash Burn, any podcast around us that's doing this. Everyone's out there doing their thing, and I say keep continuing to support wrestling at the end of the day, because that's what it's all about. Supporting wrestling,
music too, having
fun, doing your thing. Be the best you could possibly be, the best person you could possibly be, and just interact with friends. That's what all this is about. No matter whether it's Tuck Your Chin or whether it's Crash and Burn, whether it's Moshcast or any podcast period out there. Continuing to do your best with, having fun and just supporting, just liking what you like. At the end of the day, it's all fun. At the end of the day, it's everyone having fun.
Exactly.
So continue doing that.
What the fuck?
Just know, Evan. I respect these gentlemen here. It's all fun at the end of the day. I hope you all took the time to watch, enjoy. Continue tucking your chin. And also, for one last minute joke, Bye-bye. Get out of here. I had enough with you anyway. Continue being positive. Continue stay safe. You know, there's a lot going on in the world. However, do what you can to take the kind of focus on being, take the time to be focused on being active and living through the fun stuff and looking at the positives and not so much of the negatives. We may be going through difficult times. However, this is a time for us to have fun, spend time with family, friends, and then just, continue just doing your thing, man. That's all you can do. You know, don't worry about the negatives that's out there. Worry about the positives. Just continue doing the positives. Continue, staying in school, working or whatever you're doing with yourself. If you playing video games or you're, podcasting, you're whatever you out there doing in the world, continue doing
Exactly,
you.
man.
Don't worry about what someone else is necessarily doing or saying. Just take the time to have fun and just be yourself. At the end of the day, I feel like that, and it doesn't just go for anyone on this podcast or anyone watching. Go for anyone around. Period. Because I feel like people do enough to start problems with one another, and we need to take the time to be friends and be allies, and not be so negative towards each other. Let's do what we can to be more positive toward each other, and look for a greater future. No matter whether it's this podcast or any podcast out there, no matter what podcast it is, let's all take the chance to be friends and do what we can to be the best people could possibly be, and be positive. Do what you can to live life every day, as if there is no tomorrow. Continue doing that, because you never know when that day could come for you. Just do what you can, be positive, continue to have fun interacting with those that you care about, that you love and care about, and do what you can to continue to not to also support, not just Tuck Your Chin, but Crash and Burn, Mosh, any and every podcast, or anyone that's out there doing anything at all over there, who's ever out there doing their thing, support everybody. At the end of the day, support everybody. We all at the end of the day, we all are friends here. We all do what we can to make it through this pandemic and make it through this crazy world we're living in. Let's all be friends at the end of the day. Let's all have fun.
Yep.
That's what it's all about. So
Yes, sir.
Take your time. Continue watching our content. Continue watching every matter of fact. Not even just Tuck Your Chin. Continue watching any podcast you're able to get your hands on, whether it's Crash and Burn, Mosh, anyone's podcast out there who's providing wrestling.
Damn right.
Just do what you can to watch what you can watch, and just watch for the fun of it. It's that at the end of the day, we all are friends in the wrestling community. We're not here to compete.
Yes.
We're here to just have fun and do our thing. That's what it should be about.
Exactly.
So continue supporting everybody that's out there doing their thing, whether it's Tuck Your Chin, Crash and Burn, Mosh, any podcast that's out there, anyone that's out there doing anything, continue supporting and being a fan and just having fun. That's what it's all about. So hope you all have a good day. Have a good night. Have a good evening, afternoon, whether you're watching this up in outer space or in the shower, wherever you could be watching this at. I hope you all enjoyed. Have yourselves a safe time, and see you the next time.
Well said, Antwan. That was the best outro we've heard. Bravo to Antwan. Anyways, that was an inspiring message. Josh.
Oh, all right.
And
last but certainly not least, the assassin.
No, I would say.
All right. As I was saying, thank you guys so much for having me on here. It's my first Tuck Your Chin episode. I really had a blast. Looking forward to coming on many more. Guys, as what Antwan said, please support everybody, even the other podcasts that were mentioned, Crash and Burn, the Moshcast. Please support Tuck Your Chin as well. Join the Assassin's Empire by following the Twitch. Follow me on Twitch down in the description below. You guys can follow everybody on this episode, which will be linked down below as well. And no matter what we've been going through, I know we're currently still in a pandemic, but just keep watching a podcast, like Antwan said, to keep yourselves occupied. Definitely, when we did Crash and Burn, we started it during this whole global pandemic, just to keep ourselves busy during this tough time.
Yes.
And you guys can do the same. I recommend you guys doing a podcast because you could do it.
Or any content, which you can also subscribe to Josh's channel.
Yeah, you can subscribe to my channel link down below. I do a lot of wrestling figure reviews out there. And yeah, thank you guys for having me on Tug Your Chin. I'm looking forward to doing many more with you guys. And yeah, keep tucking your chin, everyone.
All right, guys. Last thing before we go. Tuck your chin!
Tuck your chin.
And of course, keep on moshing and crashing and burning.
Yes.
All righty, guys. Take care.
And don't forget to inhale oxygen.
Hush your mouth and be quiet.
Tuck your chin!